How's it going, Talk Forest TV? My name's Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. Just to address the elephant in the room, I am sat in my car. Just was in my car. I need to record my video when I get home. I was like, I may as well sit and do it in the car. But yeah, big game for us, mate. I mean, Carabao Cup semi-final. It's the farthest that we've got in my lifetime in this cup competition. Am I confident? Absolutely not. Yeah, I just don't see us getting through, if I'm perfectly honest with you. As much as I'd like to be, optimistic and, you never know what's going to happen, it's Manchester United. Dean Henderson's out. I don't think that Henderson's a bad goalkeeper by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think he's, a poor keeper or whatever. He has done well in the League Cup games that he's been given. A clean sheet against Grimsby. Okay, it's only Grimsby, but, a clean sheet then against Spurs. He only conceded once against Blackburn. So, you can't judge it based on the kind of performances we've seen of him basically against Manchester United. So, if anything, that's what you judge him from. But you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just not really feeling too confident, to be honest with you. I would love to see us win. Absolutely love to see us win. Don't ever get me wrong. To see Forest in the League Cup final would be absolutely incredible. But we've got to be realistic for a minute. Manchester United are one of the best teams in the country on current form. Okay, they did just lose to Arsenal on Sunday. But, Arsenal are the best team in the country. So it's not too much of an embarrassment, if you will, to lose to Arsenal. And they took them to the 90th minute. They say it was toe-to-toe. Arsenal slapped them up, to be fair. But they kept themselves in the game, and that's what really matters. But, yeah, overall, I'm not particularly feeling very confident, like I say. I want to think that at home we can get something. Our home record has been quite good of late. I think it's something along the lines of like 7 games now without losing at home, which is fantastic. It's a massive step in the right direction. I think if we want to do anything positive this season, our home form has to be the driving force. When you're in this situation, your new team to the Premier League or your team sort of looking to be in a relegation scrap, your home form is what keeps you up, in my opinion. You might be able to go out on the road and pick up some points, but I think definitely for a club in our circumstance that we need to make our home games count. And I know we're not talking about the league in this occasion, we're talking about the League Cup. But again, if we want to get anything from this tie, which I don't want to be defeatist, but I feel quite unlikely to happen. But if we want to make our chances the best it could possibly be, we need to get something at home. And I feel as though we could get something from the home game, to be honest. I feel like if we're going to get any joy from this tie, it will come at the City Ground tomorrow night. I fear going to Old Trafford. That's what I fear being something that is a decider, if you will. I think at home we could sneak a 1-0 if we're on our game, or sneak a draw going back to Old Trafford. I definitely don't think we'll be out of the contest by this time tomorrow night when we have finished the first leg. I think we'll definitely still be in with a chance, but going back to Old Trafford, I just feel like our chances half again, So, yeah, I'm sorry that I'm on here being defeatist and thinking that we're not going to win. I'm just being a bit optimistic. I'd love to see us win. Don't ever get me wrong. I want every game we go into for us to win, and I back Forest in every single game. Of course I do. But I'm just not feeling confident about this one, and I have to be honest. What I think would be able to get us the joy that we need is the fact that United like to hit teams on the break. And so do we. So it's not going to be a case of United having all the possession and picking us off, which they could well do. But their kind of style of play is hitting teams on the break, and so is ours. So, we're not going to be one that's going to we're not going to try and keep the ball and they're going to be able to have a chance to break. They're going to keep the ball because they're Man United, and we're going to let them have the ball, and then we're going to try and win the ball back and spring on the counter. With the pace of sort of your Brennan Johnsons and Gibbs White and Renan Lodi down the left hand side. Those kind of players, they have the pace to get in behind this defence and put balls in and cause an issue that way. So I think that's the way we're going to have to try and get joy on the break. But if we can do that, then we could definitely get something from it. But I don't want to keep being the negative Nelly, but it does just seem to me that I'm just not feeling confident. But I'm all here to be proved wrong. Do not, ever get me wrong. I'm here to be proved wrong, and I'll be the first person to hold my hands up. If we go to Old Trafford with a win, I will be absolutely delighted. I'll be so happy, man. And I'll be the first to hold my hands up and say, look, I'm sorry that I doubted the boys, but being realistic for a minute, I don't see us getting anything from the game, but I'm here to be proven wrong. I've been proven wrong in the past about certain things, and I'll be proven wrong again tomorrow by my hope. I'll be proved wrong tomorrow, I hope. That makes more sense. But, so if I'm going to go through the starting 11 then, I think, obviously, it will be Henderson in goal. Not Henderson, no, it won't be Henderson, it'll be Hennessy in goal. Henderson's obviously injured and cup-tied, or not cup-tied, but eligible to play against his parent club. The back four for me, I'll go Aurier, Worrell, Bolly, and Lodi. It's good to have that back four. Back. No offence to Scott McKenna. I think when he came in against Leicester, he did a fairly decent job, to be honest to him. Considering the performances that he's put up, and I don't think that's because he's necessarily just become a bad player overnight or since promotion. I think you just have to adapt to the Premier League. It's a big step up from the Championship, and certain players need that time to bed in. You look at Joe Worrell, he needed that time to bed in, and he's bedding in quite nicely now. So to have that back four back is very nice, but I think McKenna, he has done a good job in the game that he was given, but to have Willy Bolly back, I think is a bit more of a safe pair of hands at the back, a bit more of an experienced Premier League quality level player. So I'll have him at the back for me. In the midfield three, then I'll have Freuler at the base. Obviously, Yates, I don't know how he's doing in terms of his recovery from this illness or injury that he's sustained. So for me, I'd probably not risk it and go Danilo on the right, Mangala on the left. Mangala has been a solid player, and he's really come into this side and grown into his role, and he's looking very good for me. And then Danilo on the right hand side. I watched a video of somebody, I think it was a Brazilian player, talking about Danilo, and he said that he plays sort of on the right of a 4-2-3-1, so it's a slightly different formation, but putting him on the right is a area that he's probably, hang on a second. There we go. He's quite, comfortable in. So playing him in that position for me, I think makes sense. In behind the striker, then I'm going to go with Gustavo Scarpa. I think he's got the technical ability to ping a ball, to play a pass, to do something like that, to pick the pocket, pick the lock, if you will. And then the front two for me, I will go with Morgan Gibbs White and Brennan Johnson. I think they're forming such a good friendship. You can just tell by the way that they sort of celebrate together in that Leicester game, the way that they just seem to be together, just seem like really good friends. And that's brilliant. A lot of people were questioning the team spirit and, the fact that we brought in so many players. Are they going to gel? Well, they're gelling. Partnerships are forming around the side, and those two are definitely gelling. On the pitch, they look superb. I mean, oh my gosh. Talking about superb, that pass from Gibbs White. Sorry, that pass, that little chip for the ball to be put across for Surridge's goal. Oh, that one, he just lost it over. He looks like he's going to put a bit of power on it with the sort of the way he shapes up to take it, and he just looped it over. Oh, beautiful for Morgan. What a play. I'm so glad that we've got him. But that'll be the side for me. Try and get pace in behind in Johnson and sort of get Gibbs White floated around. Jesse Lingard is looking back to be back fit for the game. He was on the bench against Bournemouth. Obviously, he's from Man United, so he'd love to try and get something from this game. So maybe see him off the bench would be an option, but I don't really see a place in the starting 11 for him, unfortunately, in this one. But yeah, I'm not going to say I'm confident, but I am optimistic that maybe we could get something. But I just, my heart's saying we're going to get it, we're going to do it. We're going to take a win back to Old Trafford. My head's saying, nah, mate, it's just not going to happen. But we'll see. I'm absolutely buzzing for Forest to be in a League Cup semi-final. The furthest, like I say, they've got in my whole lifetime. And I really, really want us to win. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let us know in the comments section down below what you think's going to happen, who you think's going to start, and all that good stuff. Subscribe if you are new around here and you haven't already. And come on, you Reds.